Amos Kambere is a founding director of Umoja. Does that mean one?
Yes.
All right. Operation Compassion Society, based in Surrey, British Columbia. But his development work takes him back to the region of his homeland, beautiful, amazing pearl of Africa called Uganda. So what is the unique and promising part of you as a diaspora's role going back to work in Uganda? Amos.
Thank you. Thank you, Amida, for that introduction. First of all, I want to thank the Canadian International Development Agency, CIDA, for funding SFU to put these dialogues in place. And of course, Joanne and your team, you've done a tremendous job to get us together, people from the diaspora, to come and discuss things about education. There are so many things that we talk about, but education is key. And I want to emphasize that we need to look at education from the perspective of the developing world, not the developed world. Because I think when you talk about the developed world, then you can begin to think of education being redundant. But to the developing world, education is key to development. And I think we as diaspora have a unique capacity to be able to give back in terms of education. And I'm just going to share briefly about what I have done as a diaspora. Because when you come to a developed country, you have opportunities which people in the third world don't have. And when we get assistance from dialogues like this and we begin to exchange ideas, you come up with factors that will help you to support the people that you left behind in the third world. And we started a school in Uganda in a village called Ventutu. Now, what's unique about this is you get a diaspora connecting to their local village. They won't connect to the entire country, but they will connect the local village. And through that connection, the little they pour in that little village expands and develops the entire village. And eventually, you can empower a nation through education. So this school started in 2007 with a handful of bottles and can drive in Surrey. And we had a society called Umoja, Operation Compassion, with one of our objectives to improve the quality of life in Africa. That's one of our mission statements. So how do you improve the quality of life? You have to start with education. And you have to start with the primary education. And we started that primary education with 200 kids. We are now at 250, and it's running to grade 7 next year. We will be having our first graduates from primary school next year. We are managing the school from here with little donations from people. And I think if CIDA can look at these small projects done by diasporas and give them support, we can empower villages, nations, and the world.